So, Animal Crossing is the talk of the town right now, isn't it? People are going absolutely nuts for it. There are infernal hell beasts and people obsessing over the existence of kneecaps. What are we, the Amish now? Apologies to all Amish people watching this video. One thing I haven't heard that much buzz about, however, is the first 50% of the series title. Animals. As in, what anthropomorphized villagers should be added to New Horizons and beyond. In New Leaf, we got deer and hamsters, but so far in this newest entry, we've yet to see anything of the sort. Now, given the theoretical nature of this video, I'm gonna be relying on some really awesome fan artists to help illustrate some of my points. When a piece comes up, I'll list the artist's name in the bottom left corner. If any of it tickles your fancy, I've listed every single artist in the description with a link to their art pages. Be sure to give them lots of support because these are some immensely talented people. And now with all that said, let's dig into what the future of the series may offer. So to start off with something simple, you'll notice right off the bat that Animal Crossing has a massive bias towards mammals and birds. There are a whopping 26 types of mammal villagers and 6 types of birds. But as for reptiles, amphibians, and literally everything else,
3! Take it or leave it!
So, I think it's about time we rounded it out a bit, starting with a simple yet versatile choice, the lizard. Like the deer before it, the lizard could represent many different species. Give it frills and we could have a bearded dragon. Make them bumpy and we could get a Gila monster. With simple colorations and details, this one villager type could represent reptiles of all kinds. Leopard geckos are adorable. Or if you want a good cranky villager, then you could do a Komodo dragon. And including more cartoony designs on top of that, the lizard would make for an extremely malleable villager. If the reception to Flick is any indication, people are hankering for more reptiles, so let's get it done. I've kinda had this obsession with possums lately. They're just so dang cute. Look at him go. And they make for such dedicated mamas. Truly, my heart is melting. Also, due to their body temperature, it's almost impossible for them to carry rabies, so keep your anti-possum bias at the door, please. Really, I don't have any advanced reasoning other than that. I just really want to see a bunch of cute possums. Some may call me shallow, but that's a burden I'm willing to bear. So as far as amphibians go, there isn't a lot to go off of. Frogs are the obvious one, of course, but other than that, we've got salamanders, which maybe look a bit too much like lizards, so as far as this list goes, it would be pretty redundant. And then, I don't know, caecilians? Which, I mean, bless their hearts, but no. What we need are axolotls. Yeah, I know we have Dr. Shrunk, but who cares about that guy? He's not even funny. I've always been a big axolotl fanboy, and can you just imagine all the different ways the Animal Crossing art team could style these fellas' iconic gills? You know, these things. I've also noticed they're oddly popular with artists on the internet, not necessarily in Animal Crossing, but considering they only live in like one lake in Mexico, the notoriety of these guys is just a testament to how cool they are. We got monkeys, we got apes, we got humans, and now I think it's about time we rounded out that primate posse with the lovely lemur. I mean, what better animal could you add in this tropical island-themed game, right? Despite being limited to Madagascar, lemurs have diverged into so many different species, it's kinda bonkers. Just imagine a ring-tailed villager, a bamboo lemur, an eye, fork-marked, red-fronted, ruffed, and of course, the she-fawk. So I can pretend Zaboomafoo is in Animal Crossing, let me have this. Okay, I know what you're thinking. A, snakes are scary. B, there's already a villager named Snake. C, they don't have arms. How the heck would that even work? Well, You're a coward. First of all, not only are snakes cool as heck, but can also actually be pretty dang cute. Don't at me. As far as arms go, they would use their tails. It would take some animation work, but Nintendo could pull it off. Snakes are an extremely iconic general type of animal, and I just really love snake characters. Is that weird? It's probably weird. Of course, limitations in mind, it would probably make more sense for a snake character to be a special NPC. But hey, I can dream, right? Bats are adorable little critters, right? Well, it's an acquired taste. They're so cute, in fact, that one almost has to wonder why they're so often associated with horror. I mean, they mostly eat bugs and plants, and even the carnivores are tiny little goobers, right? All those 1800s people probably should have been afraid of animals that are actually terrifying, like geese. You really missed the bus on that one, Bram. So I'm gonna be blunt here. The big thing that pushed me to place bats on this list is this amazing fan art I found on Reddit by artist Chell. Seriously, follow them on Twitter, they're really good. On another note, bats seem to be far and away the most popular animals people want in Animal Crossing. They just show up everywhere, making them a pretty clear fan favorite, and I can't say I blame them. Bats are pretty objectively some of the coolest animals out there. Anyways, I'm now going to go over the aerodynamics of how bats fly for the next hour. You see, bats have very...
Animal Crossing needs more chameleons.
Wow, it's Bit Deep from the YouTube channel Bit Deep. Wow, I didn't expect this. What are you doing in my video?
Well, you're making an Animal Crossing list and you've forgotten about chameleons. Guys, think about the possibilities of these little fellas. First and foremost, it is simply amazing to me that the Animal Crossing series not only has so few reptiles, but that the only chameleon in the series is Nat the Bug-Off guy. I was happy to see another chameleon Flick join the scene, but I was still slightly disappointed this character is just a part of the same old Bug-Off Plan event. Imagine more chameleon villagers bringing life into your town. You can have them in different colors based off of their personalities, or maybe they themselves can change color depending on their mood. Their tails and tongues could have some fancy animation use. There are so many cool chameleons to choose from as well. The ever colorful panther chameleon, Flick species, the Jackson chameleon, the cone-headed wild chameleon. The possibilities of mixing personalities with these guys is pretty staggering. Anyways, thanks for having me here, Hidden Chest. Sorry about your window. Do you have any other ones around here?
Get out of my house.
Great.
And finally, number 1. In a list with no particular order, so who cares, but parrots! A pretty obvious and fitting choice, what with the tropical setting and all. I don't need to tell you this, but parrots are known for being extremely diverse in their beautifully extravagant feathers. Like with lizards, this one villager type could represent countless different species depending on the beak and coloring. They could vary from macaws, kakapos, eories, and cockatoos. My personal favorite has gotta be the sun parakeet. I just really love the coloring. Just beautiful birds, I love you, nature. You know, this video could really go on forever. I could talk about how I'd love to see manatees get in, but the sacrifice of giving them creepy legs would be too big a burden for my heart to bear. Or I could talk about porcupines and echidnas making some terrible jokes like, unlike Mabel, these villagers wouldn't chuckle. Haha, Sonic. And of course, they're insects and sea creatures, which is like, is Nintendo even considering this? I have no idea. But alas, even if I want to rant about this for hours, I gotta stop eventually. That being said, if there are any animals I didn't mention that you'd love to see, then leave a comment about it. Believe it or not, I actually do read all of them. Also, I just want to give one massive thank you to all the artists featured in this video, and of course, Bit Deep for his help on the video. I actually cameo in an Animal Crossing video he just released, so check it out in the description below. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you on the flip side, yo!